And we should be good to go. So, welcome everyone. Welcome for tuning in again. This is Tier 3, Round 2 in China. On comms, you've got myself, Claire Moult, joined by Hamster.
Howdy.
And something new this season, bringing a couple of drivers in before the stream. So today we are graced with the presence of CDR Ninja and Teabag.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, guys. So, just a quick one. How's practice been going for you both?
It's took me all week to get my setup sorted, but I think I've nailed it. But we'll see how the race goes first.
Yeah, it's a
It's
tricky
all well
one.
and good nailing it on practice, but it's doing it with other drivers as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
See,
Which is
that's
funny
interesting. That's interesting because hards is the go-to tyre here.
See, I'm the softs. I struggle with the softs big time overheating. I cannot get them to cool down.
Yeah,
So
the
how's
softs tend to last about 5 laps, 6 laps, and then they're screaming after that.
How
Mine
confident are
was
you both
2 or 3
feeling, man?
laps.
What's your confidence like?
Based on the setup and what I've done, I'm pretty confident. But again, it's just making sure I keep my nose clean. Then we should be good to go.
Yeah,
There's a
at
lot of
times
quick
that can be
drivers
the
there.
hardest part. That is
Yep.
just
Yeah,
keeping your nose
100%.
clean.
100%.
It's a tricky track. It's a tight track as well.
Well, I know our race on Friday very difficult. VSC by the time we got to turn 1. And you know, all 19 drivers at the time slowing down, trying to not breach the delta. It can be very tricky.
That was the same for Tier 1. I think it was within a couple of corners we had a VSC as well.
Yeah, we had about 4 safety cars, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Which is crazy because this race last season we only had 1. So
But that last safety car was a bug because there was no crashes or nothing. It just came out randomly.
right, crazy.
So, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, so tyre choice is going to be an interesting one tonight because if there's any safety cars, that's just going to be an absolute nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it. People will be starting on softs and mediums. I'd suspect out of the top 10, maybe a couple starting on hards, trying the alternate strategy. But it can be opened up. You know, anything can happen, really.
Oh,
And we
100%.
forget the fact that we could get rain as well. I think there's a medium chance of rain at this track. So that could throw a spanner in works. You could get it quali auto race. Either one it'll throw a spanner in works. So that's a factor into it as well.
Yeah, we had wet quali 1. Dried up just at the start of Q2. But I remember our race here last season as well. We had changing conditions throughout the race. It started dry and then rained like 15 laps in or something.
Well, as long as I can finish higher than P14, that's where I finished last season because my pace here was garbage.
Yeah, it's a track I'm not fast at. I'm not fast at all. I just try and keep it clean and stay on track.
It's a wild card, definitely. It's a wild card.
Oh,
It throws up some good racing and some interesting results, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because Reggie last season, done soft to hard when he was being challenged for Quirky Boy, I think it was.
Yeah, that's very possible. I think that was the winning strategy in Tier 1 last season as well.
Question.
That was only because it rained in quali.
A question here for Teabag from Dan. He's asking, how have you been getting on with the manual gears?
Absolutely love it. Absolutely amazing. I'm able to push a bit harder now as well because I can short shift. I'm not getting as much wheel spin.
Yeah.
And it just seems like there's a lot more control. I can slow things down quicker. And the traction out of corners is brilliant.
Yeah, you can always tell a difference on track when you're racing against someone who's in manual, someone who's in auto.
Oh, 100%. Yep, definitely, because I found that dropping down an extra gear, I can get the rotation in a bit more.
Once you can manipulate it to your will, then you'll be a lot quicker with it. But it's just learning it in first place is the tricky part. That's what puts a lot of people off. But when you can start to use it to your advantage, that's where benefit comes from.
Yeah, because that's what I found last week in Australia. Manual gears through there, I was just able to short shift, and there was just no spin. The confidence was great. So, but we'll
Yeah,
see what happens
100%.
tonight. Again, as you said, China's a wild card.
Well, both tracks, Australia and China, they're just different tracks out there. I don't think we've got many of those sorts of tracks on calendar. Definitely not one after another anyway. So a lot of people have struggled. Just get them out of the way, and then just go from strength to strength as it goes
Oh,
on.
100%.
Are you finding constructors this season? The private groups with your teams?
Oh, myself, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, there should be one. I believe they were all set up at the same time.
Yeah, I thought Chloe set them up. I might
Well,
be
you
wrong.
being admin as well, you should be owner of it, Dan. So we'll get to the bottom of that one for you. Thanks for bringing that to our attention.
Right.
But yeah, mine.
Sorry, go on, mate.
No, I was going to say mine for the Alpine's quite strong. Bruges, well, as it stands, we're leading coming into this race. So
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, it's good to see the each of the tiers, working together in the joint constructors, trying to help each other out, little tips here and there.
100%.
And we've only got a couple of minutes to go, so I don't want to keep you guys too long. But predictions for the race: where do you think you'll finish? Who do you think will get the win?
Oh, come on. That's a crazy question, man.
Yeah, I'm here to put you on the spot. I'm here to put you on the spot.
I want to be looking at top 10 minimum for myself.
Top 10?
I want to be able to beat what I done last season.
That's realistic.
No, that's not a bad aim, to be honest, as well. Like you say, just getting to grips with manual. As you say, it's a track that can throw up a spanner in the works, but yeah, top 10's not a bad aim. What about you, Ninja? John Pot for the win, right?
Ooh. So as you got Cole's quick round here. I'm not sure what unethical toast is, but as last week he was fast. So it's between, I reckon, Mechanical, J Doit, and Jam Pot.
Mechanical, that's an ambitious prediction, but it could surprise us.
He was up there in title challenge last season, so it could be quite interesting.
Yep.
And I'll let you guys now get back just before we go live. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your race. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. See you later.
See you later.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah, so some interesting predictions there.
Yeah, like I said, then mechanical. I don't think he was the right word for it. I didn't quite mean to say ambitious, but I just couldn't find the right word for it. But it's a name that I weren't expecting to be predicted for win. But I mean, he's been doing practice, and obviously Teabag, I'll have seen his times. I believe he was in practice on Friday as well. So yeah, he could pull out a surprise. Is he still yet to get his first win?
I believe he is. He was close in Imola.
Yeah.
Last couple of laps.
A few times, yeah.
Yeah, last couple of laps.
I remember that. That was crazy.
Yeah. I think that's why we was all over in Ireland. That.
Yeah, it is crazy. Much alcohol was consumed, so it's incredible that we remember it. But hopefully, he can break that duck finally.
Yeah, but it's good to see J-Doy in there as a prediction as well. I've raced with him last season in Tier 2, and he's a good driver. He's a very good driver. He's clean, and his one lap pace is brilliant. But he just has no luck when it comes to a race.
Yeah, you get people like that. And it's through no fault of their own, it's just circumstances. Some people just end up getting a bad hand drawn. But I think it's an unfair question to ask anyone that really. Who do we think is going to be up there? Because of depth of talent we've got in Tier 3 this season. Race we saw in Australia last week. Yeah, we couldn't predict how that was crazy. We had 6 cars in one part of the track at one point. I've never seen that before. Yeah, my mind didn't know how to interpret it. It was crazy, and if we saw more of that today, and the main thing is it was clean as well.
Well, that's exactly it. I managed not to drop an F-bomb last week, so I'm hoping I can do the same this week.
Somehow. I mean, they had wet, so going back to that point, but it were all, by and large, clean racing as well. It just goes to show talent and maturity that we've got in Tier 3.
Yeah, definitely. They've come on leaps and bounds over the seasons, and there's not much difference now between Tier 2 and Tier 3, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, 100%. We could be seeing some new talent come to the fore, but they've got to do it first. Here we go, we're coming into qualifying now. It's starting, Clay.
Go on then, who's your pole prediction? Before we get in there.
I want to
before
say
we see the weather.
I've said a lot about Jampot recently. I think our Teabag's learning manual gears. I think Toast, he could be up there in fight for pole. He was dominant last weekend until
definitely.
he got a bit of bad luck. So he's going to be looking to prove a point. Reggie, he's going to be up there. But it's one of them tracks where, you could be good on every other track, but this is just one of them tracks you're just not good at. So it's until we start seeing some times get posted in qualifying, I think it's going to be quite difficult to make any sort of prediction.
And that's it as well. A lot of this depends on weather, but it looks clear. Anyone who's in the stream, if you can just pop a message in with the weather for the weekend, we'd appreciate that.
Just waiting for cars to go out on track, but it looks like we might have a McLaren coming out.
Steve said it's saying wet a lot, and Mechanical's saying every session's saying rain.
It might be chances of rain, so, where it does the little thing where it's sunny but rainy at the same time sort of thing.
Yeah, so, but that could also mean that the rain might start during qualifying, but not right at the start, if you get me. It might come in after 10 minutes or so.
So there's a different factor to take into account.
Well, that's it. If it is going to rain, these guys won't want to stay in the pits too long. They'll want to get out there and get a lap in while it's dry. I'm just 100%. On board with Wick and his first car on track at the moment.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a few cars filtering out at pits bit by bit. We've got 6 cars out on track, followed by a 7th. So yeah, like you said, it's going to be important to get a lap in early, especially if you're seeing rain in air. You can't wait for the track to evolve just in case rain comes down and washes all that rubber away. So yeah, I'm expecting to see quite a busy track in the early part of qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. But again, it's one of them. We don't know whether the rain's going to come in Q1 or in Q2.
Yeah, that's true. We could really do with a graphic or something as commentators to be able to show us. It's not like we can stick his hand out a window and see what's happening, so we know about it at the same time as guys that are watching know about it. So it's going to be pretty tense. That's the right word for it.
As Osso's just popped a message in there saying, good evening, guys. Good evening, Osso. Thanks for tuning in.
So I'm riding on board with Ninja at the minute. He's just coming up to Airpin to warm up for his lap.
Dan needs to get back to work. He's posted saying wet race in China is awful. That's horrendous, that, mate.
Yeah, just looking through some comments with myself. Good to see we've got 11 viewers in already, so welcome, guys. Tier 3 always gets a lot of views, a lot of comments. It's really good to see. Just interest in it.
Yeah, it definitely is. These guys get a lot of support.
Yeah, 100%. It must be good as a driver to know that you've got people there in your corner supporting you. Whether it's banter or whether it's genuine support, it must be nice to know. Obviously, it's not been working too well for Osso recently, but we'll say less about that.
Right, Osso for Paul, come on.
Osso for Paul, let's get another few views in, come on. Oh, we need to make that prediction when the rest of the ozone have arrived, so we'll leave it for now, but yeah. You never know, it's one of them tracks, anyone could take pole.
Yeah, it's a very tricky track. You know, Sector 1 for me, I find absolutely awful. I hate Sector 1 of this track. I make up more time in Sector 2.
I've noticed it's all about lines. It's not so, well, I mean, yeah, you're braking in your throttle, big parts of that, but even if you take a slightly different line through some longer corners, it can make up 3 or 4 tenths. It's crazy.
Wicken sets the first lap there. Oh, Dylan has retired. Is that a crash out? I can't see. Oh, yeah, he's crashed out in the middle of Sector 2.
A flat out left-hander. So unfortunate for him. Not the start he was hoping for. As a Ninja sets to 133.1, so it's a tenth slower than Wicken at minute. He had a purple Sector 2, did Ninja.
Sorry, it's just popped up that Osso's left. Let me just fire him an invite.
Oh, I've got it sorted, yeah. Are you already at menu?
Yeah.
Right, no problem. Jampot 132.8, so he's already stamping his authority on the session. Still early days, but yeah, it's 2 tenths quicker than next fastest lap time. We've seen quite a spread of lap times at minute, and then Toast goes a further 3 tenths quicker than that, so wow.
We've got Toast on jam again.
He's got a point to prove. He's going to be fired up. He lost that win through no fault of his own last week, so he's going to be coming into this thinking, right, we'll show them. And you love to see it.
Dan's in there supporting his Williams drivers. Jampot for the win. Dimster top 5. Post showing for Williams on Friday. We could do with it.
Yeah, I'm going to say Williams do need some points considering one of their drivers can't seem to finish a race.
As J-Dog is invalidated on the last corner there, massively wide out of that final turn.
Also, in comments, not sure what he's on about, but been quite active. Yeah, I've just been riding on board, but injured just for his in-lap there. It were a bit ragged, so it's lucky it weren't a proper lap.
I'm just on board with Dimster now. He's just started a hot lap. Looks like we have lost the Highlander as well. He's crashed out the same spot as Dylan.
Yep. So that corner already proving difficult.
It's claimed 2 victims.
We're getting a fair few comments in here. Elite Hound says, with weather forecast, we are having soggied up, not crispied up.
Lovely.
That sounds disgusting.
Also saying he saw cars leaving. No, on our screen, also you were the only one to leave.
Yeah, that's just what a disconnect looks like if you're on the wrong end of it, unfortunately. Hopefully back in session now though. Toast actually improved on his lap time. Still a 32.5, but he improved by some 800ths rather. Caltrin's up there with 132.9, so we are seeing that it's possible to break into 132s quite early on, but I do think we could see a time closer or maybe even below the 131s, which would be really cool.
Yeah, as you say, it just depends on how the track evolution goes. You know, as Dimster goes wide out the last corner but doesn't invalidate, it puts him P9 with a 33.8.
Not a bad lap time. You're second down, but you are in top 10. So you can build on that. But yeah, I mean, rain could come at any point if it will rain. And then obviously lap times go down, so... But it don't look that overcast at minutes, so it might be a fully dry Q1.
Sorry, Josh. Also, you've not got a time set in this session. You need to leave whatever session you're in and join this one. Quicker you do it, quicker you can get out and set a time.
Yeah, I'll send him another invite just for good measure.
Gameful sets a 33.3 and goes up to P8.
So
there's Saki retired.
Yeah,
and Reggie
as well.
At the same point. I'm not too sure what's happened there, whether there was a coming together or what, but...
Yeah, I can't quite see where they are on
He's on the start of the back straight.
Oh, yeah. Dempsey just went through it. Yeah, that's a strange one. Maybe they're coming together, possibly. Which, shouldn't really be happening, but look, it's early days and it's a long race, so the race isn't over until it's over.
Yeah, but there's 4 guys DNF'd.
Yeah, already.
So only one person will be going out.
And one person that is wanting to set a lap time quick is Elite Hound. He's on his lap at the minute, I believe.
As Mechanical 32.7 goes up to P2. Brilliant lap there.
Yeah, he's been pumping laps in on practice, so it's paying off for him. He's been putting in hours.
Jump on board with Hound now.
Yeah, he's running a little bit wide through some of the apexes, but he's not getting a lot of wheel spin. I think he's doing manual gears as well, so hopefully he's getting on top of it, starting to get to grips with it a little bit. Gets his braking nice for that corner. See what his exit's like onto the back straight. Keeps it nice and tidy. Not saying World of Light, but it's safe, so see what time he sets. Looking like it could be a 33.2, 33.3 possibly.
Well, at the moment, any time better than a 51, we'll see him through, as Highlanders crashed out after setting a 51.
Yeah, I think it's quicker to go reverse and do a 51.1, a 51.2.
Oh, close to invalidation
now. 34.0, so that only puts him P12. And yeah, like you said, very lucky to get away without invalidating then. He'll want to go for another one, maybe do a cool down lap, but the thing is with these soft tyres, they just degrade so quickly. You've only really got 2 laps in them, qualifying wise.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to put any, especially in Q2 as well, you don't want to put any laps more than you need to on them.
Yeah, 100%. And that's something that we haven't really talked about, is tyre strategy. Because it's a weird one round here. There's a number of ways you can do it. It's definitely a one-stopper. But it's just all about, do you start on soft then go to hard? Or do you start on medium and then go to hard? Personally, I think a medium hard's quicker. But
yeah, it will be quicker, because if you do a soft hard, them hards will be dead at the end.
Yeah.
But again, safety cars changes out everything.
Yeah, if it's a safety car, obviously, it might turn it into a 2-stopper. So, it's still, a lot could happen.
Just on board with J-Doy now as he's setting his first time.
Ooh, yeah, he runs it quite wide coming onto the back straight. Very lucky not to spin his car out there. Osso is back in the session by the looks of things, so he's going to be coming out onto the track now. Back on with J-Doy. Seems to nail his braking point for that corner.
Yeah, that's it. 1 corner left to go now. Let's see what he does.
Ooh. Still a good lap time though.
Wow, 32.5 puts him P3.
Going a bit more there as well, because he got a little bit of oversteer coming onto the straight. That were a 10.42. So yeah, pretty solid lap time and gainful up in P2. Which is,
he's snuck up there.
Yeah. So already we can't predict. This wasn't what we could have predicted.
Mechanical's just currently saying, according to his screen, 10 minutes until rain. Thanks for that, Colin.
It's getting a bit overcast.
Yeah, it does seem to be getting darker. Noah, ODD Wickens also commented asking for top 3 predictions. We were discussing this earlier on. It's quite difficult, but my top 3, I'm going to go in any order: Toast, Carl, and Gameful.
I'm going to cave it. I'm going to say John Pop. He's going to be up there. I didn't want to mention his name because I've hyped him up, and people said that I said his name a bit too much. But look, he's quick. He can be up there quite as easy. So we could see the Breakfast Club dominating podium this week.
Yeah, definitely could. Both of them have shown good pace. As you mentioned earlier, Toast unlucky in that race last week at Australia. Osso's invalidated on his out lap, but it was that late. It's invalidated his next lap as well.
Oh, right. He's gonna want to back off and just... Oh, it started to rain as well. It's starting to rain. So, nightmare for Osso.
Oh, just as Nicky's commented saying, come on, King Osso.
Oh, Nicky, you've commented too late. He needed you.
Curse of the commentator.
Curse of the commentator's wife. he needed you 10 minutes ago, Nicky.
And Colin has said, race says 30 minutes until rain.
Oh, so just like Australia, I think it's going to be coming right at the end.
The thing is I'm not sure if that race takes in the quali time as well. So that, that 30 minutes could actually be 30 minutes into quali.
Yeah. That's a good point. It'd be good if it told you like in game terms, because it's not really specific, is it?
But the rain is starting to come down now, and also has not got a time set.
Yep. So he's going to be up against it. He's got a 34-0 to beat to knock Hound out of qualifying. Hound's in the pits. I don't think he's going to be coming back out to try and do another lap. Honestly, there'd be no point now.
Not with the track getting wetter.
Yeah, exactly. By the time he got round to start his lap, track had already been too wet, but also was in with a chance. Here we go, he's got no grip, he's just struggling big time.
Reggie has commented saying there was no coming together, he saw Saki bin it and thought that it looked fun, so he copied him.
Right, a sympathy spin. Yeah, fair enough, mate, fair play, you've given yourself it all to do.
I think Reggie likes a sympathy spin. I think he did it when Paranoid spun in Spain towards the end of last season as well.
Yeah, it's easy to do. It's incredibly easy to do when you're watching someone spinning and you end up doing the same. Just riding on board with Osso, just watching his lap, and you can tell it's apparent that he's just got no grip. He's having to tiptoe through corners and really not take any liberties under braking because he's just going to run wide.
Yeah, but that's it. He's got to push. He's got to push at the moment.
Well, he's got nothing to lose, has he? And they nearly invalidates there. Christ knows how he didn't invalidate. He got away by the skin of his teeth. Gets his braking spot on for that. Clips right about a curb. Clips a nice amount of curb there as well. But given conditions that he's having to drive under, he's done a pretty good job keeping it on track and hitting all apexes and getting his braking right. So
it's not looking too slow a lap, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's just whether or not it beats that 34. Yeah, that's the thing. Are the conditions just too bad to reach that 34?
One person that's going to be watching it with quite the eye is Hounds, who's in the danger zone. Here we go. It's coming to the line.
Oh, 33.9.
Oh no, unlucky Steve.
Only just. Wow.
Oh, this is why we love Tier 3. That, hats off to you, Osso. That were... You did it when it mattered. And it weren't easy for you, so fair play to you, mate.
That was a balls to the wall lap, that.
Yeah, he's going to be happy with that. He's swerving on track, he's doing a little celebration. Yeah, he'll be happy with that. And Hounds left it a little bit too late to come out onto the track, so... Yeah, that looks like that's going to be our order.
That will be the final standings. So we will be losing Reggie, Saki, Dylan, Highlander, who all crashed out, and Hound, who was just pipped by Osso there on his last lap. Hound out by 400ths of a second.
I'm just watching Osso on his in-lap, and the lack of grip that he's got now. If he'd have left it a minute later to do that lap that he's just done, he wouldn't have got that lap.
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy. He's having to tiptoe around big time now. I won't be surprised if everyone started to just retire from session, if I'm being honest, because you're not going to go out.
Most of them have. Yeah, most of them have been.
Yeah, crazy. So we could be seeing a wet Q2.
Yeah, that's it. The rain's starting now. I'd expect Q2 to probably start inters. You might get one lap out on dry. No, it's too wet. It's too wet. No, it'll probably start on inters.
Steve says he should have used another set of tyres. He thought it was safe with the rain. Steve.
Yeah, unfortunate, mate. Unfortunate, because, any other day you might have been safe, though. It's just...
Yeah, but...
Also managed to put it together, though.
He's a freak of nature to manage what he managed there. Dan says, wow. So he's impressed by that lap. You've won some more fans there or so. But now it's a level
doesn't
playing
need
field.
any more.
No, he don't, does he? Don't you need some fans?
Celebration swerve it was, he said in the
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah, I knew it.
So just confirmation there, Unethical Toast setting the fastest time, very closely followed by Gameful. And when I scroll down from that Q1 session, we're losing Reggie, Saki, Dylan, Highlander, and Hound.
Now it's a long 20-second wait for Q2. Which I suppose is a lot better than 15-minute wait in real life. Is it 15 minutes or is it 10 minutes?
I'd say it's less than that, to be honest.
I think it's just long enough to put adverts on, innit?
Yeah, they tend to go fairly quick between sessions.
And Nicky says the king he is, so that can't be easy to wear, Clay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for divorce papers for file. They closed on Bank Holiday weekend.
Oh, I love it.
No, it looks like we are starting this Q2 session in the wet.
Yes, it's quite a damp Q2 out there, so...
Yeah, just looking, all the tyres, all the drivers are on intermediate tyres, so...
I've always said that rain's quite a good leveler, like, it's not all about... Well, it shakes the order up and you see who's more at one with the car when it rains. So you get people that are usually not slow in dry, but, you know, but a little bit off at pace in dry because there's so many other factors. In rain, it sort of levels it and you see them start to shine a little bit. So those predictions that we made, it could be completely turned on its head by the end of this session.
That's exactly it. I was going to say it at the beginning of Q1, just before we started, saying that if it's dry, I'd expect Gameful to be up there. But I don't think he does too well in the wet.
Yeah.
You know, which, again, you know, drivers that you'd expect to be up there in the dry, you know, a bit of wet weather can completely throw it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the feeling that you get from car. Whether you like your car feeling like that, whether you can cope with it feeling like that, and some people honestly can. It comes down to whether you can get your car rotated, which is not as big of a factor when it's dry, but in rain you've got to get it rotated using what the car offers to you instead of what you can find. So we'll see how it shapes up, but it's shaping up to be a classic, Clay.
Yeah, that's it. We've got both Williams out, first cars on track. It looks like everyone's trying to get out as quick as they can. You know, they've got a big group there, grouped together, just coming out onto the back straight now. Well, that's it. If the track's getting wetter and wetter, you want to get out early.
Exactly, yeah. You want to, you know, conditions are never going to be as good as they are now, which is different. It's complete opposite of when it's dry, because the conditions just get better and better. But in wet, as more rain comes down, the track's just going to get wetter.
Dempster's just going to start his first lap.
Yep.
Nicky did comment saying my name and a laughing face. I would like to say there is no divorce papers filed. We're really good. I love you, Nicky. Hounds thought he did 5 laps on them tyres because he kept messing up and didn't want to waste the set. Mechanical's seen the rain and said he's screwed. Dan said it'll be 10 minutes in season 5. I think that means between quali sessions he's put Carlsberg on board. What I would like to say, we are in no way affiliated with Carlsberg. Please don't sue us.
I like that one. It's been working behind the scenes.
Yeah, maybe not season 5, maybe season 6.
You could have got Stella instead, a proper beer. But let's stop saying
other brands are available.
Let's stop saying them just in case. Having said that, we've got brands that are being advertised all the time on the side of cars, and I'm surprised we haven't been hit with some sort of copyright claim by one of those at the minute. So I remember last season a lot of a lot of races were getting flagged for copyright, and it's because esports were doing races as well, and that were copyrighted under esports.
Yeah, a lot of it is us doing the race weekends the same place that the F1 race as well.
Yeah. And YouTube, being as clever as it is, flags it. I'm riding on board with Teabag. I think he's on his lap at the minute, but I'll just get his lap data up. Yeah, he's on his lap at the minute, and we'll start to see the first true wet laps being set.
Dimster's just crossing the line now. 45.8. He'll be followed by his teammate. Jampot 45.5.
Right. So he might
Blue
have got
a 45.5. Teabag a 45.5. Oh, mechanical 45 flat. Wow.
Wow. Right, Colin, I'm going to delete that comment that you put on the stream saying you're screwed because it's just false. Just a lie.
What a lap there by Colin. Brilliant.
Yeah, crazy laps. So go half a second quicker. And then Osso's crept up there with a 145.2.
We've got a Mercedes currently off track.
Is that
That's Ninja. He's coming into the pits.
So he's not happy with something. Maybe he got a bit of damage on the way around. Possibly.
I think he lost it out of that tight hairpin. And then another car were coming round track, so he moved off. We've got Toast and Gameful on a lap at the moment. Toast has invalidated. Gameful's just coming down the back straight.
See what time he can set. Looking to sneak up there again like he did in Q1. They've been so timid through that hairpin, you just don't want to spin your tyres up.
Yeah, it's tight in the dry. It's easy to spin in the dry, let alone the wet.
Yeah.
As he goes P12 with a 46.1.
So Colin's still the time to beat. A mighty lap time, 2/10 quicker than the next best.
I will just say, also sneaking up the 45.2. And Jackie as well, a 45.4. Brilliant lap time there from Jackie.
Toast has invalidated his lap, so he's going to have to either come into the pits or continue around to do another lap.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened with him, because I was on board as he went through Sector 1, and he'd invalidated. So I'm not sure if he's done it in Turn 1, or whether he's done it, like at the final corner where it invalidates this and next lap.
Yeah, possibly.
Wicken, 44.8.
Wow. That's a crazy lap time. But this is what we were saying, it levels people, so those predictions
Jackie!
have just been...
Wow!
Yeah. And the times will keep getting quicker as well as the tyres get warmer and as people get used to wet conditions.
That's it, we've got Carl snuck up there as well with a 45.1. Still not a bad lap there from Carl at all. Who's that moving slowly? Bark's crashed out. Has he? He's still going. He's still going. I think he's just lost part of his front wing.
I'm riding on board with Toast as he starts his lap. It's not invalidated this time, and it's so smooth. His driving style, keeping it really nice and calm, collected. Ninja gets out way nicely. Well done to him. See where he brakes. Yeah, brakes pretty much spot on. I'd be interested to know what assist Toast is running. Because it looks like he's running quite bare, actually. Oh yeah, that flat out left-hander in dry, it's definitely... You got to sort of brake and downshift the gear.
Yeah, definitely not flat out in these conditions.
Looks to me like this rain's getting heavier as well, Clay.
It really does. Oh, it looked like he was spinning there.
Yeah, he might have left it a bit too late here. But he sets a purple sector 2, so he might not have done.
Just bear in mind he's not set a time yet, so that might not be a genuine purple.
Yeah, it's possible. Pesky sector 2 glitch. Such a random glitch to get.
It does it. On this game, it does it in all sectors.
Right.
If it's your first lap, they'll all flash up as purple.
I'd suggest that it gets patched, but that'd just introduce another 10 bugs, so probably best to leave it. It's not hurting anybody. Toasted. He's quite brave actually into airpin. He brakes quite late. He brakes after 100 metre board by it looks of stuff.
Yeah, not too sure on what this time's going to be though.
44.9, so
Pushing
it's good enough.
P5.
Good enough. But
Mechanical's coming out on an outlap. He's got another set of inters on. Yeah, as you say, you know, it looks like the track is getting wetter. As
Rain's getting
Bark's got
heavier.
no front wing at all.
Is he still going back into pits as well?
Yeah,
He
he's
is
just
well.
coming down now. Ninja's invalidated, so he's still not set a time yet. He's not good for Ninja at the moment.
He's going to be feeling pressure. It's going to be mounting on him. So he needs to... Hopefully he's got enough fuel in his car.
And that's it. We've got a number of guys here who'll be wanting to get back out. Obviously, Bart losing his wing, he'll want to get that replaced, get back out as soon as he can. We've got T-Bag down there, Gameful down there, Blue, you know, who's shown a bit of a turn of pace from the end of last season, start of this season. And he's currently down in P11.
It looks to me like Toast is going for another lap as well, because he's set a genuine purple sector 2 this time. The best thing to do actually with these is to fuel your car up for a few laps, go out and just cane it. Because you get used to wet conditions, your tyres come up to temperature and your car gets lighter. And it's
yeah, well that was a trick. That was a trick on the last game, where if it was wet, if you put more fuel in your car so it was heavier, you got better grip.
Yeah.
Which I didn't, if I'm honest, I've tried it on this one, didn't notice much of a difference at all. Like you say, it might just be that the guys have got used to the conditions a bit more. But that's it now. Three of the 4 guys that I mentioned who will be wanting to improve are now on out laps. They have come back out of the pits.
This is a good lap, 44.7. So it's on par with J-Doy. Very tight up at top. In fact, it's very tight all the way down to 9th place.
Oh, sorry, J-Doy snuck up there as well. I didn't see him. Didn't see his lap going. ODD Wicken as well, 44.8. So you got 1/10 covering the top 5.
Yeah, but there's quite a few outlaps showing up now, so these guys have got something to say about it. Luckman's coming out at pits again on his lap. He's going through the first corner.
I'm on board with Ninja as he's starting now another hot lap.
And he's got said Luckman behind him. His back's right off. Yeah, let's ride on board with Ninja and see how he copes. Hopefully he don't invalidate it. You really can't afford to at this stage.
That's it, not long left now, and as you say, the track looks to be getting wetter and wetter.
Yeah, and the thing is, he has got the pace, it's just he's another one that just has poor luck sometimes, or he picks a penalty up and it just wrecks his race. And if you can eliminate these sorts of mistakes,
he'd be a title favourite, title contender, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's kept that nice and tidy. Only a few corners left. But it's one of the trickiest corners. I've not driven it in wet for a while. I can't imagine how difficult it is for these guys.
Oh, it's horrible. It's one of them you want to just get on the throttle and you can't. You've got to wait and wait and wait.
Yeah. That yellow flag on the straight, that's just someone getting out of the way. But it is good to see Unethical Toast up there for Haas team, because they're another team that desperately needs some points. He's looking to bring some home today. Hopefully Luckman can round it out as well and get some solid points with him. Here we go. Ninja's about to finish his lap. It's not looking too bad actually. He's a little bit slower through final corner, but it's a 1:45.1, puts in P7.
Yeah, not a bad time at all. We've got Gameful on a lap as well. He's just coming down the back straight. He's almost quarter of a second under his own time here.
I believe Ninja's going for another lap as well, so he's looking to improve possibly. Or was that, sorry, Gameful?
Yeah, quarter of a second won't see him improve. Won't seem safe. It'll see him just jump above his teammate. He ends up... Yeah, he found an extra 6/10 there in the final sector. Jumps up to P9, which puts Osso down. Oh, Blue's jumped up as well. Blue's now took P9.
All it takes, without tight these times, it just takes one good lap and you could be safe.
Mechanical's jumped up to P4 with a 44.8. He's getting in the 44.8 club. T-Bag half a second at sector 2. Let's see what he does across the line.
Yeah, that's a mighty improvement. I just don't seem...
He's lost it all.
7/7 down. He's going to have to go for another surely. He's got time to do it.
Bark, 3/10 under his time here. He's just coming down the back straight. Let's see what he can do. Currently P15. His teammate Gameful currently in that danger zone there. Osso's coming out on an outlap, so he'll want to get round as quick as possible. He is on the back straight now, so he will be starting his lap. I'll jump on board with him shortly.
T-Bag's coming up with some traffic, but he's backed off by it looks of stuff, so it looks like he either thinks that he's going to have time to get round, which
Bark's
is
not improved. He lost 3 tenths in that final sector.
Let's see if he pushes for a final lap. But we are getting into 9 stages of Q2 now, so it's all or nothing now.
This is it. You know, Bark's not going to have enough time to get back around to set another lap.
Right on board with Luckman for his lap. He's going through turn 1 now, and he's looking to improve. He only has to improve by a tenth or two to be safe.
Yeah, I'm on board with Osso at the moment.
Yep, he's just behind, so we could be seeing a couple of jump ups here, but we'll keep an eye on sector times. But those top 5 guys, they don't need to do anything, they can just chill out. In fact, anyone that's in the 44.8 or above can just chill out, really.
Yeah, Gameful, he's put another lap in there, jumped up with a 44.9. Oh, Osso's losing the rear there. Oh, he kept it under control, but scary.
Brave on those curbs.
Especially in these conditions.
Yeah, the curbs that you want to avoid in dry.
Oh, he looked like he were going again then.
Right,
I think he just... Yeah, he likes keeping his fan base going, you know.
See, that curb has just gone over. It looks like he's been cutting back quite a lot, and that's really a curb you don't want to cut.
Yeah, he was less than half a tenth under his own time there, so there's not much improvement unless he can pull it back in sector 3 now. Let's see what he can do.
Nothing to lose.
Ninja has gone up to P9 as well with a 45.1.
He's right on the cusp at minute.
Got Blue on a 45.2. Luckman on a 45.2. Osso on a 45.2. Dimster on a 45.2. Yeah, Bark's not improved. Oh, Osso's in the wall. Osso,
no.
He's crashed out. He's DNF'd.
What happened?
He lost it out of the hairpin.
Oh, tragedy for Osso. A collective moan of the ozone.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Didn't improve either.
And Dimster's just pulled into the pit.
So Ninja did just enough to get through.
Yeah, and Blue there as well. He snuck through.
Yeah. Crazy.
But that is going to be your final standings, especially for the bottom 5. So this session we will be losing Batmandu, T-Bag, Dimster, Osso, and King Luckman.
Yeah, crazy. Rain always upsets things. Right, I will be right back while we're in the little intermission between Q2 and Q3, but I'll be back to join you for the start of Q3.
No problem. Also saying nothing to lose. Well, that's it. You're just giving yourself more work for the race, though. Unless, of course, that's what you're going for. The driver of the day vote. Keep the fans entertained. No, but very close there. You've got P1 to P8 within 0.2 of a second. Wow. And P1 to P14 less than a second. 8 tenths between them. Yeah, Blue commenting, how the hell did I get through there? A lifeline for me though. Yeah, definitely. You did well there, mate. Set a good time. Fortunate, obviously, with Osso crashing out, but you know, well done. So Toast set the fastest lap, 44.739, closely followed by Jadoy. And as I said, half a second covering the top 10. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Shows how close this is. 8 tenths covering the top 14. But from this session, we are losing Bartmandu, T-Bag, Dimster, Osso, and King Luckman.
And it says to me we didn't see that many improvements in dying stages. Is it full wet conditions now?
Well, that's it. That rain looks heavier though, especially in that clip.
Yeah.
Let's see how it starts for Q3.
Full wets could shake it up even further.
Dan commenting saying stream picture quality is top notch. Yeah, if I'm honest, I've always streamed in the highest picture quality I can, and I think it helps with the PS5 for that as well.
Yeah, you get to do 1080 instead of just 720.
Yeah,
it's full.
does
That's
make
why
a
it
big
looks the
difference.
stuff.
Is that what the drivers have got on?
Yeah, well, that's what's coming up at minute, but Jackie's changed it into, so we might see all of them
Yeah,
changed to Inters.
everybody else is on full wets. Jampot, Jackie, Ninja have gone Inters. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I think a lot of them might change. Well, Wiccan's gone out on full wets, so we'll get a good comparison at lap times. We've got cars that are
Ninja's out on Inters.
Full wets.
Yeah, Ninja's out on Inters.
And Jampot's gone on Inters as well.
I'll jump on board with Wiccan, first car on track, but it might be too wet for Inters, you know. As Wiccan's invalidated already on his outlap, like struggling to stay on track there.
Yeah, God knows what happened then. It just looked like he didn't turn. He's getting a bit of wheel spin, but I don't know, Clay. I mean, these full wets are looking pretty quick. Let's see what the Inters are looking like in the capable hands of Toast. If I'm being honest, Clay, I think full wets are quicker tyre just from what I've seen at minute.
That's what I mean. I think the track's too wet. It's too wet for the Inters.
No, it's Q3. You've got 10 minutes to settle up. You know, you've got nothing to lose by going out on Inters just to feel it out.
Well, that's it. You know, any of these Inter guys push too much here. You know, pushing the wrong corner, and that's it. They're qualifying over.
And it's to hope that no one's got the racing line turned off because Wickham took out the brake marker soon at corners. So that's even trickier in wet. It's a nightmare when you've got your racing line turned off.
Was it definitely a brake marker? I thought it was one of the.
Yeah, it took.
I thought it was one of the Rolex boards.
No, it were a brake marker. The 150 and the 100 metre boards, so you've only got the 50 boards as a reference.
And is that a car gone? Or just spun? No, it's spun, still going. An AlphaTauri, which will be gameful.
Yeah.
Start sector 2.
So as it stands, Wiccan's the only guy that's actually setting a lap on wet tyres. Could be a master stroke for him. So he seems to be struggling a little bit now on him. His outlap didn't seem too bad, but his first few corners were a little bit calm. Obviously sets a purple sector 1 considering his first car to do it. And we've got Jackie. Is it Jackie coming up behind or is it Jampot? Can't tell with blues anymore, it's Jampot. Let's get his tyre lap data up. I don't know, Clay, it looks like they're fairly even at the minute if I'm being honest, but lap times will tell. Not really a lot to say at the minute, really. It's got a yellow flag. It looks like the AlphaTauri, but I don't know why it came up as yellow. It seems to be going along quite nicely. This Jampot might have been getting the sector 2 glitch there, but if that's genuine, then it shows that the Inters are actually the quicker tyre.
Yeah, Mechanico's saying it told him to swap to Inters. So
right.
It'll be interesting to see, as you say, you know, the way we'll know is once the laps start getting set. If there's a big gap between Wiccan, Wiccan who's been up there in the top 5 in the first 2 sessions.
Well, curiously enough, Ninja went out on Inters and he's come back into pits. So maybe he feels like that's not the right way to go.
A 47.7.
Yeah, 47.7. Let's see what Jampot can do. It's going to be quicker, a lot quicker.
45.7, 2 seconds difference there.
Yeah, Inter's looking like the way to go at minute as Ninja goes back out on Inters. Not quite full wets yet, but we'll see if race is dry. I don't think we're going to see that many laps here, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think the guys will set a lap that they're happy with, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, you don't want to risk it.
Toast, wow.
It's Q3, but Jesus. The mighty lap time is just picking up where he left off in Q2.
And Jackie there, a 45.4. Brilliant lap there from Jackie.
Still not a patch on toast. It's looking like it's under threat of him running away with it again. Absolute dominant performance at the minute.
Yeah, we've got Carl coming round the last corner now. Let's see what he can do. I was almost going to say DRS Open, which obviously doesn't apply in the wet. Carl, 45.2, brilliant time.
Yeah, P2. So these guys have got 6 tenths to make up at minute. That's it's a lot to find, but they're capable of doing it.
Game full.
Lap time's definitely possible.
45.9. Mechanical now coming round that final chicane. Sorry, the final hairpin, just into the last corner.
Keeps it nice and smooth.
Yeah, not pushing that. Not pushing it. He got second, a 44.9. Brilliant time there from Colin. Wow.
He's doing everything he needs to do to get this first race win. He's putting himself in the right place.
Definitely. Tricky conditions as well, you know. I didn't expect his wet quality to be quite up there. I thought his dry might be, but brilliant wet times here from Colin. Just on board with Ninja now as he's starting his first start lap as well. Sorry, they're cutting across.
Just shows you how confident he is with his car at the minute.
Well, that's it. Really. The tricky conditions, confidence is key.
Yeah, big time.
You know, you've got to know where you can and can't push, and that's it. You know, if guys have done practice in the wet, that probably will help. I know me myself, I never do. Oh, Jackie, 44.2.
Oh. Holy moly!
Wow.
I still think it's too early to make a pole prediction at the rate that these times are tumbling. 5 minutes to go, and they just keep getting quicker and quicker.
I didn't think anyone would beat a 44.6. I didn't think anyone would get close. You know, Colin went near. To be honest, Blue there, a 45 flat as well. That's not far off.
Ninja's looking like he's on a pretty good lap as well.
And then Jackie throws in a 44.2. Wow.
Yeah,
he's no grip there.
He were on for a good one, but he sort of just bottled it in those two corners then. So he's going to have to regroup and come back around for another lap.
I think he's backed out of that.
Yeah. So have you got a pole prediction, Clay?
J-Doy.
J-Doy.
He's not set a lap yet. We'll go J-Doy.
I think it's going to be pretty hard to top that 44.2.
Yeah, that is a brilliant lap time, that. Absolutely
see how
brilliant.
quick Toast were last week and all this race as well, and to go 4 tenths quicker than him, that's mighty. As J-Doy starts his lap, Ninja sets a 46.5. Sorry, yep, he's coming through the final few corners. Yeah, it looks like these guys are just going for continuous running at the minute. There's no point waiting and doing a banker and then doing a final lap at the end. You might as well just, just cane it for the full session and see where you end up.
Yeah, just jumping into the comments here, got Armin there cheering on the Williams. Teabag, he did practice in the wet, was highly confident, and then an utter flop. Yeah, unfortunate there, mate. Looks like we've got a new viewer here, Patrick. Saying Jackie 115, it will crash as always.
So showing support for Jackie.
Yeah, probably not the support he wants, but nice to see you here tuning in anyway. Mechanical, two purple sectors and lost it in the hairpin.
I just pulled my headset out by accident. The excitement's getting to me. So we're seeing cars coming back into pits now, presumably to refuel, maybe put a fresh set of boots on.
Gamefull's jumped up there, 44.6, now in P4.
It's chipping away. I really don't want to call it, but yeah, that 44.2, it's a mighty lap time.
Yeah, but I do think there's some time here, because, Jampot is not 1.5 seconds off the pace.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happened, whether the car's been on track, maybe the guys who went out on full wets have, dried a line a little bit, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, he might have just been struggling a little bit. But more practice for him will get him right up there again. Just needs to keep pumping those laps in.
But that's it. If I'm honest, I don't think it's too much that he had a bad lap, because that lap was 2 seconds quicker than Wicken on the full wets, which was the first lap.
Yeah.
And it's just since then the times have got quicker, so it's almost as though the track was too wet at the start. Now the rain's not eased up, it's still throwing it down.
Yeah, he might have thought that it were a good enough lap time and just eased off a little bit. He'll definitely be coming to improve it.
Yeah, Ninja has jumped up to P6 with a 45 flat.
Not a bad lap time, Ninja. As Champot comes through the big right-hander coming on to back straight. Looks like he's on his flying lap.
Carl as well. Carl snuck in there with a 44.5, so he's separated Toast and Jackie.
Yeah, 3/10 away from goal.
Now, Carl was one of my top 3.
And it looks like Carl's on his in-lap at the minute because he's cruising. Looks like he might be out of fuel.
Oh, Gameful!
Whoa.
Gameful was one of my other top 3. Wow, 44.2.
Mega lap time.
And as I was saying before, I feel Gameful struggles in the wet. Well, I'm sorry, he's proved me wrong.
Yeah, he might have heard you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I won't ever talk smack about you again.
Yeah, doing everything he needs to do to get pole position. There seems to be a yellow flag for some reason.
Oh, sorry. It said he was almost half a second up at Sector 1 and then it changed. Sorry, I was getting excited though.
I'm just hoping this yellow flag disappears so that we can see how long's left in session. 30 seconds, so it's dying stages now. And
this is it. J-Doy's about to start his lap, and this is it. This is it. Now, he's not going to get another lap at this.
Jampot's at 44.6, so he's improved quite substantially.
Osso's just commented saying, rainful odds.
That's a typical tier 3 Q3. Yeah, you're damn right. Unpredictable.
Yeah, crazy. His ODD Wicken's improved as well, set at 44.9.
Let's ride on with J-Doy, see if he can set a lap time worth talking about. He needs to, really. It looks like he's struggling for grip quite a lot, more so than he should be. Maybe he's not got his tyres quite fired up yet, I'm not sure.
Is Blue on another lap? Yeah, he looks like he is. He's behind J-Doy on track.
It blows my mind how brave these guys are being with curbs. Like, it blows my mind.
Yeah, well, I know obviously from riding bikes, and obviously your MotoGP and that. On a bike, you do not touch curb at all in the wet. You avoid pain in the wet, let alone the curb. And these guys are taking liberties with these curbs here.
Hopefully it translates into lap time, but I mean, I'm not sure what lap time J-Doy is on for. It might be roughly 1:30:45, maybe a top 1:44. Hopefully he can prove me wrong, but just looking at the time he's sitting down back straight, ethical toast, wow. Unethical toast. He's not ethical, he's unethical.
He saved it for the last lap.
43.8.
Wow.
That's gotta be crushing, that is crushing.
Gameful must be gutted though. He's still set a very good time. J-Doy goes 4th with a 44.3. Yeah. Let's see what Blue can do now. He's the only guy left to set a lap.
Yeah, but Toast is just curb stomps everyone.
Oh, I didn't see where he went.
I don't think he improved substantially, maybe jumped up a position or two. But it's a long race, we keep saying it's a long race, and more so round here, especially if it's wet. Yeah, he jumps up 2 places to P8.
Jumps up to P8. But again, just 1.2 seconds separating the top 10 in treacherous conditions.
And if Unethical Toast hadn't set that mega lap time, it'd have been less than a second separating.
Yeah, it'd have been 8 tenths, similar to what we saw. 8 tenths covering the top 14 in Q2.
Yeah. So, I want to go with safe prediction. Sevet Toast is going to win race, but anything could happen.
Well, that's it. My 3 for the podium were Toast, Gameful, and Carl.
And they're all up there.
Well, Carl unfortunately dropped. Yeah, he dropped to P7 after some of them last times though. As Gameful's commented saying the track grip was definitely improving lap after lap, and then he also put unethical. You bastard. Great lap.
Just want to make it clear for record that we didn't drop the B-bomb. Gameful dropped it, and we're just reporting
I was
on what
just
we see.
repeating. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we've
see,
just
here we
reported.
go. Track looks dry, so the rain will be coming later in the race.
Ooh,
This is going to throw a spanner in the works because everyone's going to have fresh tyres now for, you know, your Q2 set, obviously. No one's qualifying on, no one's starting on a set of tyres that they've qualified on here.
So we'll see what people are thinking. I'd say if you've qualified, you've got fresh softs, start on softs and do a soft hard. Because your softs are going to have 2 laps extra in them.
Again, this all depends on when the rain comes. If you start on mediums, you might be able to drag them out until the rain comes. So
yeah, that's a very good point.
Even if you want to start on hards, you know, forget again the rain. It all depends on how late the rain comes. Now I will be back in just a minute.
Yep, no problem. And you're going to be left with me by myself for a little bit, which is just my luck because there's absolutely nothing happening. So I've got to just talk rubbish for the next minute or so. But going back to strategy, yeah, starting on mediums would probably be the best way to go because you will be getting rain at some point, but that rain may never come. You never know. So it could be a quick race. I believe it's 29 laps, so we could get finished with maybe 4 or 5 laps rain, possibly. And then you've got the other question is, will the track be wet before it's time for the races to finish? So, yeah, we could see all sorts. As the grid are getting formed up now, ready for formation lap. It was so difficult to predict that. Incredibly difficult to predict that. But it's always been the same. It's always been the same with Tier 3. You can't really predict it because everyone's like good in their own right. It's just who can hook it up. At the time, Tier 1 and Tier 2, you've got your protagonists. You know roughly who's going to be up there at any given point. But Tier 3, it's just a complete wild card. And Toast is getting used to starting on pole position. I believe he started on pole here last race as well, so yeah, he's getting used to that position, making it his own. And that lap that he's setting Q3, biblical. A biblical lap. And I don't use that word lightly. So 28 laps. It may be touch and go when we get rain, really, maybe. So, I mean, if we get a safety car, that means that we'll have more laps to do in rain. So it could all sort of work with each other. There's so many factors to take into consideration that it's just too early to call at the minute. But if I were going to call it, I'd say that Toast is going to win it based on that lap. That's not an official prediction. As Dan says that the rain won't come unless there's a few safety cars. See, this is what I'm saying, like it's roughly a half an hour race anyway. So unless we get a safety car, well, we might not see much at rain at all, if any of it. But it just makes it more exciting for the viewers, really. As it sounds like I might have had a little bit of a rumbling from Clay's microphone.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm just having a look at the tyre strategies now. Back, the only man to start on the softs.
Right, so he's gambling on it coming early. I've just read a comment from Dan that says that we might not see rain at all, based on length of race, which is 28 laps. So it'd take a safety car, which, yeah, it'd be.
You might see it if it's due to come in 30 minutes in. You might see it for the last 5 laps or so.
See, we've seen a fair few drivers that have started on hards, which I think is a very clever thing to do.
Well, that's it. Gameful, Jackie, Jampot, Carl, Mechanical, Dimster, Teabag. You see the guys further down starting on the hards. I understand they've got to try something different, but the guys in the top 10 doing it, I think they are just holding out for the rain.
Yeah. I started on hards myself, and I'm telling you, it's not a tyre that you want to be on at race start. No way.
I started on them myself. They weren't brilliant.
That's an understatement.
They took a few laps, definitely. As here we go.
Lose at start.
5 lights. And away we go. Them lights held for quite a while there. Let's see.
Yeah, we did.
Looks like a good getaway there from Toast and Gameful. Gameful going up the inside into turn 1 on the hard tyres. Wow. He's took
So
P1. But he's gone wide. He's gone wide.
Yeah.
Toasters dove back up the inside of him there at turn 2. But no, Toast ran wide. Is Gameful going to be coming back at him there? Oh no, it looks like J-Dye might be making a move on Gameful here.
It looks like we all got through first few corners nice and tidy without any contact, which is great to see. Not the easiest corners to manoeuvre, as Mechanical gets tapped by a lookman up the rear, so that's not ideal. Hopefully there's no damage sustained to either car.
Gameful has a little wiggle there on them hard tyres. Oh, that might have been a bit of desync there. It looked like he was going off the track.
He's on ragged edge, definitely. He needs to get him fired up.
We've lost. Is that Dylan and Dimster? Yeah. Dylan. No, Dylan, sorry.
Yep, Dimster's still going. He's holding on to back at pack, but yep, Dylan spinning out. Not much more we can say on that, as Toast looks to be running away with it at this stage. He's 1.2 ahead already.
Yeah, he will do on them medium tyres though, and that's what J-Dye Wicken will be trying to do now, is get past Gameful and try and pull away on them medium tyres. They are the quicker tyre.
Yeah. I mean, he must have known surely starting on hard tyre that he'd lose out a little bit at the start. He's sort of hoping that benefit comes later in race when this rain comes, if it comes. So
yeah,
let's hope
definitely.
that pays off for him.
As you say, we got a clean start to the race though, no incidents, no safety cars into the first corner.
Oh yeah, it was a brilliant start. You love to see
got a couple of guys diving into the pit straight away. Who's that? Jampot, Reggie.
From the hard tyre, so...
Will you just jump on board with them and see if there's any wing damage, wing changes or anything?
Yep, I'm on board with Jampot now. Reggie also behind him. Reggie is getting his wing changed, so yep, Jampot's getting his wing changed as well, so they must have had maybe a coming together, not necessarily with each other, but cars around
a bit
them.
of a bump.
They've gone onto the medium tyre, which is probably the right choice, honestly. It's a shame. Hound as well, he's coming up. Oh, nice. Yeah, I thought he had wing damage then, but it looks to be alright. So, good start for him, running in P15, he's better position up. T-Bag goes wide in front of him, so he's caught up quite nicely to T-Bag.
J-Dye's all over the back of Gameful now. Oh, as Wicken almost ploughs into the back of J-Dye. And we've lost, is that Dylan again at the same point?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes it is.
Yeah. So it's tooth and nail stuff at the minute. Up at front, Toast is just walking away like it's a nice Sunday drive, but Gameful's having all this work to do. This is crazy for Gameful. His adrenaline's going to be pumping.
Yeah, that's it. And now DRS is going to be activated this lap. But, you know, Gameful's playing the long game here. You know, at the end of the day, does a couple of positions matter when you're on the hard tyre?
Dan says, could you throw up the tyres, please? I'm not sure if you...
Sorry, mate, I will do now.
Yeah, I think it's quite imperative that the viewers get to see what we can see as well at this stage, because it could play into result at race, come end at race.
Yeah, apologies, I've just seen a comment there from Michael McGurk as well. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Good to have you here.
Highlander's coming to pits, so he might have wing damage as well. I'll ride on board with him and see what takes place.
But Gameful's doing really well. Not to have lost any positions from the start on them hard tyres is a brilliant job so far. And Jackie, Jackie only losing what is it, 1-2 positions.
And Gameful even challenged top lead at one point as well, quite early on. So it said to me that he got him fired up quite nicely in his formation. But this is a stage where these mediums are going to be better than hard tyres. It's only in 6 or 7 laps time that he's going to start feeling benefit of those hard tyres, sadly for him. And DRS is going to be coming into play this lap, so...
How many places has Bark made up? Bark only making up 3 places starting on a set of softs, so he would have been hoping for more there, I think. J-Dye looks like he is pushing his ERS as well, trying to catch... Oh, Gameful moves to defend. Oh, that's a late move. Is J-Dye going to get the switch back?
Yeah, Wickham were lucky to get away without damage there. He nearly went into the back of him again, and I can't say that was his fault. J-Dye really had to slam on brakes there. Will Advert Highland, did have wing damage, that's why he came into the pits.
It looks like J-Dye will have... Yeah, he has got Gameful here into turn 1.
But Gameful's coming back, is he? He thought about it. He's feeling feisty. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Love it.
And that's it now. J-Dye will be wanting to get the hammer down and try and catch Toast, eat into that gap a bit.
Yeah, definitely. But all he has to do is stick with them. All he has to do is stick in the RS range. But Toast is quite far ahead. It's looking quite ominous for everyone else.
Yeah, well, we saw him do the same in Australia, and you know it didn't work too well for him though. So again, anything can happen. A safety car will throw all this out the window.
Yeah, but I mean, with where these guys are driving at the minute, we've only really had one guy spinning out consistently. Everyone else seems to have quite a good handle on things, so I'm not confident that we're actually going to see a safety car, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what everyone's done with the fuel as well, whether we've got any guys under fueling. I know last season the fuel threw a spanner in the works for me and yourself.
I don't want to talk about it, Clay. Why'd you have to bring that one up?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, you know, it's a track where you expect a safety car and you don't always get them.
Yeah, that were it, wasn't it? We expected a safety car and we underfueled and we just didn't get that safety car, and these guys could have been thinking same, or they could have been gambling on wet coming as well, and you're not using as much revs in wet, so...
Wickham looks like he's all over the back of Gameful now. Oh, he's making a move around the outside at turn 1.
Gameful's going to get him back, but Wickham will have the inside.
Oh, bit of contact there.
Yeah, he understeers. Don't think it was intentional. But that wasn't the finest bit of driving. Sort of maybe held on a little bit too long, I think, for Gameful. So heartbreak for him, and that gamble's just not paid off at all at this stage.
No, so definitely not.
Free. Unbelievable stuff.
And I will say though, Jackie's doing well, holding his own now in P4, still within DRS range of Wickham, still on the hard tyres. 3 in front, 3 behind, all on mediums. Oh, as he spins!
He spins it, unbelievable.
So
people are struggling.
Because of the commentator, I can't praise anyone.
These hard tyres, I think they're just expecting too much of them too soon, and it's just biting them sadly. Luckman up to P8, so great for him. He's up 3 positions as it stands. Bartmandu up 6 positions. Saki's up 7. And Jampot down 13 positions as Saki then spins, so he's not up 7 positions anymore.
Yeah, he's now up 3. Jampot down in 18th.
Yeah, that's an anomaly for him. He had a bit of contact with someone and had to change his wing, so it's heartbreaking for him. Toast sets a fairly academic fastest lap. He's just got a handle on things, hasn't he?
Wickham's now pushing for P2, but he is eating into his ERS.
Yeah.
Oh, both the guys are. They're both very similar, J-Dye and Wickham.
Yeah, and Toast is just cruising. He's on 63% ERS. These guys are trying to catch him, and it just ain't happening.
So Gameful has pitted now.
So is he going to be going on to mediums, do you think? Surely
mediums is the right call. Yeah, like you say, if we're expecting rain, or do you forget the rain call now because we've not seen an early safety car?
I don't know. I'm not sure if these guys maybe calculated it 100% or whether they just took an educated guess, but he did have to change his wing as well to Gameful, which is not ideal. That's sort of catastrophe for his race.
Yeah, I would say everyone in front of him still has to pit again, so he could still pick up at quite a number of positions here. Like you say, it depends whether the rain comes, whether it doesn't, if we get a safety car. Still a lot left. Still a lot to play for.
I can't believe how far back Highlander is. 1 minute 20.
Yeah, Highlander has been lapped by Toast.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's unfortunate for him.
As Jackie's just dropped 2 more positions, Hound and Saki have both just took Jackie.
It's been overall a fairly calm race so far. We haven't seen any flashy moves. We've not seen a massive amount of spins and not a whole lot of contact. The gap at the front is closing bit by bit. It's just will they get it closed by the time the rain comes, if it does come.
So you want something I hadn't seen? Also sat in P4.
Yeah, up 8 places. Crazy, well done also.
I told you, he was going for the driver of the day. He was keeping his fans entertained.
Yeah, he's doing everything he needs to do.
That's it. Blue's on the back of him. Ninja's on the back of that, and Carl's just on the back as well. Carl is now the highest of the hard runners.
It looks like we're getting somewhat of a DRS train forming. It's 4th down to 8th place. Lookman on the back of it, so he's in prime position as well. So we could see quite a lot of change.
Yeah, I think Carl's sitting quite pretty here in P7 on the hard tyres.
Yeah, definitely. He's doing everything he needs to do at the minute. Yep, he's the only one in that group actually that's on the hard tyres.
Oh, as Ninja nearly loses the rear there out onto the back straight.
Right,
rear was stepping out. But he looks like he might be making a move on Blue here.
Nah, he's too far back. Surely not.
Yeah.
Surely not. Save it foot straight.
Dive bomb of the century if you went for that.
Oh, it'd have been in incident reports. You can guarantee that.
Let's see how he does here now.
Messy. Because Blue's got DRS as well. It's just the nature of the DRS train.
Wicken has took J-Dye for P2. J-Dye's fighting back.
Oh, yeah, but he gets it. He gets it. That gap to F remaining quite stable at minute.
Yeah, J-Dye did well there, defending, kept that position.
Yeah.
Ruben
up to that island now.
Ruben commenting saying, also watch your thigh muscle. I'm not sure if that's for his right or his left foot. You know, too much braking or too much accelerating.
Yeah, you need to be more specific. You've got 2 of them. I want to praise Ozone for the sheer originality of the comments that come out.
J-Dye's picked up a 3-second penalty.
Oh, not ideal at this stage in race. That could be defining come end of race.
And that's it. That could play into Wicken's hands a little bit there. You know, ease a bit of pressure from him. He doesn't have to rush to get past him.
And J-Dye just misses out on DRS from the lapped car as well. So Wicken is really under attack now. Going to outside. Looks like Highlander are a bit shaky then and tried to give Wicken a bit of DRS, but slipstream rather. I don't know if it works, mate. You ghosted. So it's just better to jump out that way actually. J-Dye maintains 2nd place.
But Wicken has got DRS on him here.
And he's got the inside. Is he going to get it done this lap? Yeah, it looks like he is. J-Dye would be wise to just take it steady. So he has got that 3-second penalty. You don't want to be doing anything too rash. Ninja's got a penalty as well. I'm not sure if that got picked up on.
Yeah, Ninjas were picked up quite early on.
So,
like 4 or 5.
It's pretty much a certainty in it at this point.
Yeah.
He's going to get a penalty. So unlucky for him.
I think everyone's just watching, waiting to see when Also picks one up.
Also doing brilliantly in P4, holding on at the front of this DRS train.
Oh, we've got
retired.
Highlander DNS, and that is a safety car.
Right, so
now, questions start. Your medium runners are going to want to put a new set of tyres on. Now, are they going to put hards on and go to the end, or plan to go to the end? You got Carl in P7 on the hards. Does he pit? Does he pit for a set of mediums? Can you get 19 lap set of mediums? I think that's a bit too much to ask.
I think medium's tyre to be on at this stage.
But like 100%. You say, it depends. Because if the rain is coming, you know, at lap 20, then maybe him jumping on the mediums now isn't a bad shout. But I do not know when the rain's going to come.
The thing is, if you only use one tyre, do you run the risk of the rain coming and just use the same tyre? It's obviously a new set. Or do you gamble that the rain's going to come so you don't have to use both sets of tyres?
Jam pot stay goes from bad to worse. Right.
That's pretty much curtains for this race.
Toast is into the pits, Wicken's into the pits, Osso's into the pits.
Yep, gets it slowed down nicely. Lucky for him. He's going back onto mediums. He's also
Toaster's put the hards on.
Also gambling on the
Wiccan's
rain.
put softs on.
Right. I've got to say, I don't think that's the right decision, Wickham, but the race result will show us.
Luckman's put a set of hards on. Got a number of guys diving into the pits now. Hound stared out on his hard tyres.
That might be a good call.
Carl stared out on his hards.
That's the thing is, these hards are going to be, we're going to be worn in by now.
Yeah,
So
Jackie's stared out on his as well. Jackie stared out on his. Gameful now picking up a number of positions. He's decided not to pit. But we got Bark, has got rid of them softs now, put a fresh set of mediums on in P11. Teabag on a fresh set of mediums. Mechanical, Dimster, Dylan and Saki all on a fresh set of mediums. Jampot's put softs on.
I'll just say I'll just be back in 2 secs. I just need to go blow my nose so I don't sound too nasally. I'll be back.
No problem. Yeah, Dan, you're absolutely right. You know, Tosh probably not too happy about that safety car coming out, but it's a cheap pit stop for him, really. He's not lost too much time putting the hards on, and you'll definitely get 18 laps out of the hards. Obviously, it might be about 16 laps by the time the safety car comes in. Still not in a bad position, really. It's just, as I say, you know, I wish we could see a live weather forecast of it. I want to know when that rain's coming, or if it's coming at all. But J-Doi, Blue, Ninja and Carl deciding to stay out. First 3 all on medium tyres, so they're not... as J-Doi pulls into the pits now. Oh, God, that were wide. That might be a lap too late. What's he putting on? They're the hards? Yeah, he's put the hards on. But I would say Carl's hards will probably be much better than Toast's hards. And Toast will be under pressure from Wicken on them fresh softs at the start of this safety car. Yeah, exactly, Michael. That's what I was thinking. Medium. Just until the rain, but we don't know when the rain's coming. I think the rain was originally planned or expected last 3-4 laps maybe. Now a safety car might bring it a bit sooner, but it's one of them. Will it come too late for people to want to change onto inters? Will they just make do on the dries or what? We don't know yet. We don't know. I would say that I think Wiccan's probably made the wrong call if the rain is coming, going onto the soft tyres. Safety car is in this lap.
Look out for timing.
We had J-Doi pitted as well.
Right.
He pitted on the second lap of the safety car, put hard tyres on, he's come back out in 12th.
Right, so stage is set. Are we going to see rain? That's the question.
That's exactly what I've just been saying.
I sort of hope we do. I really hope we do.
Dan's saying the medium runners taking a big risk not pitting. Yeah, Blue and Ninja staying out on 10 lap old mediums now is a risky move.
It's a risk, but if that rain comes, it's going to be a masterstroke for them.
Well, that's it as well, with the field being so bunched up again now. If there's another incident that causes a safety car, they can get another cheap pit stop. So they're probably not in too bad a position. I know the field will still be bunched up, so they will probably lose more time. Let's see how Blue does on this safety car restart. He has backed the field up quite well. He's given the safety car enough time to get in. Let's see when he goes. And there he's gone.
So Ninja, right up there again, right where he wants to be. He's only got 3 seconds, so he's not out of this race yet.
He does have to pit though. He does have to pit.
Yeah, if that rain don't come, definitely, but so does Blue.
But what I was just saying, Josh, while you were away, was Carl's hards should surely be more scrubbed in and better than. Oh, have we lost Jackie? Jackie's dropped a number of positions there. Carl's hards must be in a better condition than Toast. Toast having the brand new hards, and Toast is under pressure from Wicken on fresh softs.
Yeah.
Oh, Wicken's got past him. Wicken's got past Toast on the fresh softs.
Yeah. So he's got 4 laps, really, 4 or 5 laps to just make a gap. And it's going to be difficult with the amount of cars that are in front of him. He's going to have to be really punchy with some of these moves here. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see what he can get away with. Toast, I think he's doing the right thing. Just take it steady and chill out. He knows he's going to inherit lead eventually.
Well, that's it. Them tyres will get into the end, regardless of the weather. And if it stays dry, them tyres will get into the end. Whereas the guys in front will have to pit again.
Yeah. So he's really dropped back from Wickham, and he's coming under pressure from the Bosso himself. And he gets a move done, so...
Jampot's DNF'd.
Oh, Jampot.
Wicken. Oh, God, that was... Yeah. We've got a VSC. Well, Wicken did a dive up the inside of Carl, but he looked like he was trying to take Ninja as well.
Crazy. Dad said he had to be punchy. I didn't mean that punchy. If he's listening.
Jampot, well, that was a race to forget from turn 1. Yeah, unfortunate there, mate. Unfortunate.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. You got hard tracks out of the way, so collect yourself and come back stronger. You can't let Toast keep winning alt races.
Yeah, we don't want to see Jam on Toast again, though.
We'll stick him up in CDR Elites tier if he keeps winning all these races. That's what T-Bag wants.
This will be interesting to see now how Wicken attacks Ninja and Blue. Obviously, them two both not pitting yet on their mediums, and their mediums will start feeling a bit crappy.
Yeah, he's close enough, isn't he? But he's running out of time. Those softs are going to be degrading like crazy. So he needs to get it done early.
Well, that's it. This safety car might help him a little bit. Just, he might get an extra lap out of him.
Yeah, he tried to go inside a Ninja there as well.
I didn't even realise the safety car the VSC was ending there.
Yeah, it ended, but we were a full course yellow, so he's going for it. Is he going to get it? The move done going into the airfield is definitely shaping him up.
Also looking to make a move on Carl as well while this is happening.
So it's all action.
And Wicken's up the inside. He's got Ninja. Has Carl been cheeky there? Has he picked up a position? Oh, no, he's unfortunate. Ninja's still fighting back at Wicken.
Oh, how did they not spin? Crazy stuff. Used every inch of track that they had available to them. That was hair-raising. And now Wicken needs to pull away from Ninja. Get past Blue New Soul. And
Toast now has lost out to Osso, and he is bordering the DRS zone to Osso.
So he's suffering on those hard tyres. Ninja were pretty much getting pushed through first few corners then by Carl Trim. Not physically, but almost. And he nearly clouds into the back of him. What's going on with Ninja?
Oh, Osso, has he gone? He's dropping.
He must have got some real spin because he's dropped back behind Luckman. So we've got a Haas, P5 and P6. This is tremendous stuff from them. Both on the same tyres as well. Luckman could be looking to get a mighty result.
Jackie's DNF'd. Jackie's DNF'd.
Oh, it's a VSC.
So we've got a VSC.
This rain, it's coming into play. It's getting closer.
That's it. This is just going to drag out that race time, and I'm not going to lie, it is starting to look a bit darker now.
Yeah, we're at half race distance.
And it is looking darker. Oh, it's going to be an interesting end, this.
Yeah, it seems to be getting darker corner by corner. I think we could get some rain. I think we could get it. I hate to call it too early, but it's definitely on. But what's standing out to me is Toast and Luckman, and how well Luckman's actually doing.
Yeah, definitely. He's jumped up a few positions there, and him and Toast are in a perfect position there, both on a fresh set of hards.
Yeah.
Or a fairly fresh set of hards.
And they're picking up some solid points for Haas at this point.
And if the rain does come, these guys will be able to drag it out until that, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Wicken. I don't know if he'll be able to drag these softs out long enough to make an impact.
All four of those top guys, their tyres are not going to last until the rain. Surely not. With 14 laps on the mediums and the hards and 4 laps on the softs, that's roughly the same amount of deg. Yeah, they're going to surely have to pit again, and if they don't, they're going to fall off a cliff relatively soon, I'd have thought.
Yeah, Wicken all over the back of Blue New Solia.
Trying on board with the box office fight. Yeah, he's looking hungry.
You can't call it box office, we don't charge 25 quid.
Oh, we should start. Would have had 250 quid.
Yeah, we should start doing pay-per-view for tier 3.
Call it the ozone. Here we go, he got DRS, he's surely close enough, we'll win half a second.
Yeah, he'll have DRS down the straight. Who's that? Is that Ninja who's just... I think Ninja almost lost it behind him there as they came out of that corner. Carl took him, yeah.
Lost out to Carl.
And Wicken takes P1.
Yeah, and Toast is looking at all this and he's thinking, yep, just keep fighting. Because he's right up with him now. Those hard tyres are coming into their own.
That's it. There's that little gap though from Carl to Blue now. Almost 2 seconds. Wicken sets the fastest lap there, 36 flat.
Carl got a bit untidy coming out at the final corner. That's allowed Ninja to go up the inside, and Toast were actually looking at the outside then.
Sorry, yeah, Toast is all over the back of Carl here.
It's a tricky place to overtake right outside in turn 1. We saw a three car DNF in turn 1.
But that's it. If Carl's planning on going hard medium, his pit window is open now.
It's
if
raining.
He's planning, is it started?
Yeah, it started. Sorry to cut you off. It's raining on my screen.
Oh, the rain is starting.
Oh, we're going to have 12 laps minimum of rain.
Yeah, I can see it on the camera now. Oh, here we go.
So here we go. Guys have stayed out long on the tyres. They've made the exact decision.
3-second penalty. But that's it. I was just about to say Wicken might have made the perfect strategy call there, being on the softs as the rains started. Oh, yeah. Is that Ninja? Ninja's gone.
Yeah, Ninja.
Oh,
he's retained.
He's kept place.
The DRS will still be active, surely. So we could see Toast violating him coming into airpin.
But this will help Carl. This will help Carl a bit. Just as Ninja will be slowing up Toast and Luckman.
Yeah, Toast is taking it steady going through airpin. We both got DRS.
There you go.
Toast has spun.
Wicken's into the pits.
And he made contact with Luckman as well.
Oh no.
Unbelievable.
And they're all coming into the pits now, Blue.
No, the Haas's are going to get double stacked.
They were racing. Looked like they were racing through in the pit lane. Blue has stayed out for an extra lap.
So I don't think that's the right call. The sort of grip that they lost just in what, 3/4 of a lap, wet weather. We've got a Ferrari in wall. Is that Saki or is that mechanical? Saki. Yeah, he's managed to keep it going.
But Wicken's played a blinder here. Like them soft tyres, I was questioning them, and they look like the perfect call.
Yeah. Now he just needs to create a gap. He's got 3 seconds to create a gap. We've got Bart behind him, who's just changed. Well, he's still on mediums actually, so.
Yeah, I'm just watching this gap from Blue to Wicken because Blue's not pitted yet. Blue is still on the mediums. Yeah, he's lost 2 seconds so far this lap.
He's going to inherit this lead. So yeah, he's played a blinder.
Yeah,
All
Blue.
He's got to do now is keep it going forward.
Blue's lost 3 seconds so far since Wicken's come out of the pits. 4 seconds. Yeah, it's too wet for them tyres now.
Dan's prediction that we weren't going to see any rain. Unless we got a safety car, of course. I think we'd have seen it regardless.
Yeah, this is crazy. And Tosh, you know, he was so far ahead before that safety car. He's now sat down in 9th.
Yeah, he had sort of an half spin just before he came into the pits coming out at hairpin. He made a slight bit of contact with Luckman, who's obviously his teammate, not ideal. I don't believe either of them got damage from it, but they did end up going into the pits behind each other, like one after another.
Yeah, unfortunate for Blue here, he's lost 9 seconds since Wickham came out of the pits.
Yeah, he's going to lose that lead. Ninja's got a penalty, Carl Trim's got a penalty. Luckman's 11 seconds behind where he needs to be. So as it stands at the minute, it's going to be a podium that we had no idea would be a podium. It's good to see Ninja up there. He's a bit far back to challenge for lead at the minute, which is a shame, but...
Yeah, he's had a fairly good race though, kept himself fairly... Obviously, I know he picked up an early 3-second penalty, but other than that, he's kept himself incident-free.
Yeah, if he can manage to get it close enough to get a challenge for lead, if he finishes 3 seconds behind, he's going to be regretting that penalty. But it's just wait cookie crumbles sometimes.
Where did Blue come out? Come out in P6, so still not bad there from Blue.
Yeah, no, it could have been worse.
Looking at positions now, so Blue is still up 2 positions. Teabag up to 5th. Ninja up 8 into 2nd. Luckman up 7 into 4th. Wow.
And as it stands, I think Luckman's gonna benefit 2 places to go up to P2 if he can keep with these guys.
Yeah, definitely. If he can keep it within 3 seconds, you know, he will inherit 2nd place.
Yeah, but he's losing time, so I'm not sure. He'd be happy with 4th place if I know him right, but obviously he wants more. He just needs to keep it going forward. Try not to let pressure get to him.
Yeah,
this will get some solid points.
This week Carl on Ninja at the moment's the closest battle we've got on track. Looks like we have started getting gaps forming.
Yeah, it's a shame because before that it was shaping up to be quite an exciting finish to the race, which is as we've always seen in China, but you know, rain always adds an element of uncertainty to it, so let's see what happens. We're going to get some people spinning, surely.
Yeah, but tricky conditions.
I don't think the one battle we're going to have is Ninja and Carl, because they've both got a penalty, so it's going to have to be decided on track.
And that's it now. Luckman is losing time. He's now 2.3 behind Carl, which at the moment will let him jump Carl, but he will not take Ninja on that 3-second penalty.
As I said that, he looked to be gaining, but he got a bit of wheel spin coming out of turn 2, 3, whatever. And yeah, he's got a penalty as well, so he needs to get past Luckman and make a gap. So he's sitting pretty in P4 at minutes.
Toast, Gamefuls just took Toast. There was a yellow flag flash up, so I think Toast might have lost it there out of turn 3.
See if he's got any damage. It don't know. He looks alright. Car looks fine. Maybe just got a bit of wheel spin. Obviously, we're gonna have heavy cars still, or fairly heavy cars. 9 laps of fuel in them, so it's going to be tricky for them.
J-Dye's now catching the back of Reggie as well.
Yeah, there's not too much more happening at the minute.
No, them pit stops are all crazy. Yeah, I think that's how Toast has ended up so far back. Obviously, the Haas is double stacking.
It was just how close they were on track, I think. Toast obviously he just dropped it coming out at hairpin, and that gave Luckman a chance to get past.
Yeah, but what I mean is Luckman's benefited from that pit stop. You know, he's up into P4, and unfortunately Toast did come out in P8. He has since lost the position to Gameful.
Yeah, it happened with me in Tier 1. I ended up, Grimjaw raced me into the pits and he beat me. And because he was my teammate, I ended up 12 seconds back at the end of lap 1. You know, obviously I ended up spinning and crashing, so it was inconsequential anyway, but that's how much...
Toast is into the pits again.
Right, so I wonder, did he get damaged? It didn't look like it, but we'll see. Will he change his wing? I'll ride on board with him to see if he's got a wing waiting for him. It looks like...
He does.
No? Yeah, he does, sorry, yeah. Right, so... Yeah, he must have got damage from somewhere. It's a shame for him. It's the second race where it just hasn't worked out for him.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's it. People calling for him to be put in tier 1 because of the quali times he set. Quali times aren't everything. We look at more than that, you know, race pace and everything.
Yeah, consistent results. So he knows he can do it. It's just a case of hooking it up.
That's it. I think safety cars have screwed him both weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. He had this race under control before that. As you've seen, Luckman is still... He's 2.2 behind Carl Trim, so he'll inherit third place if he can keep that, but second place is getting a bit far away. Carl Trim doesn't seem to be catching up to Ninja that much. He's using more DRS and he's not getting that close.
No, he looks like he's falling off the back a little bit. We've got Osso catching Blue at the moment, just within a second.
It's a shame DRS isn't enabled in rain.
J-Doy's chasing Reggie down the back straight. Is he going to go for a move up the inside? Oh, it's a late move.
Reggie left him a bags of space there, though. So
oh, Reggie. Yeah, he took a wide line, so he had enough. He got enough traction there to get a run on J-Doy, but he looked like he almost lost the rear out of the hairpin there.
He's got far more DRS than J-Doy as well, so J-Doy's on 10%, Reggie's on 75%. So I think he might be toying with him a little bit here. Just letting him take it steady. Either that or J-Doy's just spending his ERS and not realising it's probably better to save it in rain to get less wheel spin.
Dan's saying Ninja's chipping away at that gap to Wicken, but I've just noticed that Carl dropped to 8/10 behind then. As it looks like Dylan and Hound are fighting on track as well.
Yeah, unless Wicken picks up another penalty, I think Ninja's running out of time to get to him. But he's chipping away, bit by bit. I'd say bit by bit, it's like nearly a tenth every corner from what I could see then. Maybe Wicken made a mistake. We're not saying straight anyway. But yeah, Carl Trim's dropped up right off at back now. And it looks like Luckman's dropping off at back even further, so it's still a long way to go yet.
Yeah, definitely.
Osso's half
7 laps of this. Yeah, at the moment I'm just on board with Hound as he's got Dylan looking to try and make a move. They were side by side through turn 1, 2 and 3. Hound keeping the position, but let's see what happens here down the back straight now.
Dylan's got far more ERS than Hound. They thought to use a lot more of it. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be using it to go on attack at minutes, so maybe he felt he wasn't close enough, or maybe he's letting Steve spend all his ERS and then getting an easy prey.
Yeah, it could be quite clever.
He gets a bit messy coming out at air from does Dylan, so he lost a touch of time then. As Luckman's got that back gap down by another 2/10.
And that's it, Dylan's using it now. Well. He's diving up the inside at turn 1. Steve's on the grass. Yeah, Dylan's got that done.
He's gonna have to compose himself and try and come back at him, but looking at the 80 RS differences, it's going to be a tall order to come back at Dylan. He's going to be able to defend against anything.
That gap from Luckman to Carl's gone up now to 2.6, 2.7. He's flicking between.
He's clinging on by it's going to be his teeth. It's just whether he can keep that gap stable with 6 laps, 5 laps left to go. I still don't know. It's going to be ODD, Wicken and Ninja in top 2 surely, but whether it'll be Carl or Luckman on third step of the podium, it's too early to call yet. But it's starting to look ominous for Luckman. It's starting to look like Carl just might have enough pace in hand to sort of get that gap up, because it's dropped to 2.9 now.
Yeah,
the closest cars we've got now on track are Osso to Blue New Soul and J-Doy and Registar.
Yeah, I'm on board with Osso. I've been watching this battle here as he's trying to catch Blue. You see, either one of these now will be hoping to gain on Teabag with a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But also I think he's quicker than Blue, but he's not quick enough to be able to get past him easily. You know, Blue is a good driver, is a consistent driver as well. And, you know, he's doing what he needs to do here. He's not making mistakes, which is making it difficult for Osso.
But Osso's got a bit more ARS in hand. And again, maybe it's just a game of chess at this stage. You know, just to see. Maybe he's saving it all the way till it ends. But if I were Blue New Soul, I think it'd be wise to save mine as well. But when you've got a car that's bearing down upon you, less than a second behind in these conditions, it's really difficult to have that restraint.
Well, that's it. You have this thing in your head going, if they're within a second, they get DRS, even though the DRS isn't activated in the wet.
Yeah. And slipstream anyway.
Oh, it's Carl. Carl's now 0.8 behind Ninja.
Yep, Ninja's using his ERS up. That's all it's coming down to at the minute, I think. It's ERS usage. Ninja spins it out at hairpin. So Carl takes P2. Luckman's gained on him big time.
Yeah, but that might put Carl out of that zone now with Luckman. Oh, no, actually, Luckman's going to inherit second place at the moment.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
2.8 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to inherit second, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Carl will need to get his head down now and push for these last 4 laps.
Luckman's got to do the same. He can see it, he can feel it.
And that's heartbreaking for Ninja. You know, as we said before, he's showed so much pace.
Yeah, he's done everything he needed to
and
do.
struggled with incidents in the race, and the one time he sort of keeps it clean, he's ended up with difficult conditions, which, you know, you can't do a lot about. If I'm honest, you can't.
100%. It's these conditions on a track like this. You know, maybe you've not practiced. It's a difficult track in dry. So in wet, it's twice, 3 times as difficult. I think they've done really well anyway, regardless of where they finish. I think they've all done really well to only have 3 DNFs in the entire tier.
Yeah, 100%, especially in these conditions, as you say.
And I think 2 at DNFs came in dry as well.
Did not all 3?
I'm sure jam pots were just as it started to come wet. Positive, but
nah, all 3 dry, because all the tyres they had on were hard, soft and hard.
Right, yeah, fair enough. Luckman's still remaining within that 3-second window. He's going to be elated if he gets P2.
Yeah, Dan commenting saying Luckman's driving his heart out here.
Yeah, he is. He's been talking in Haas team chat and he's been asking for advice. Obviously saying that he's trying to learn it manual and stuff like that, and what's best gears to take and stuff. So he's definitely putting work in. And you get out what you put in at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. Just on board with Osso now. He's half a second behind Blue. Is he going to be trying to make a move into turn 1?
Running out of laps to do it, so he needs to start.
He's just too far behind. I'm going to jump on board with Luckman. We'll watch Luckman for a few laps, as he's currently still within that 3-second of Carl.
Yeah, by the skin of his teeth, though, it's touch and go. He's dropped out of it.
Yeah, Constantina's up, I think, in the braking zones. He's in and around between, 2.8 and 3.1.
Just bursting.
Oh, Wickens said, back to dry shortly, says Jeff.
What difference will that make?
Well, that's it. It's a bit late now. It was ODD Mateus who said that, saying from Wicken, back to dry shortly, says Jeff.
Well, thanks for that, Jeff. Useful as always. I've got him muted. I mean, messages only.
I'm not going to lie, it's still throwing it down. I think it's quite a long way from being dry.
I think Jeff's on some choice Class A's.
Yeah, I think
banned,
Jeff's enjoyed his Easter weekend.
It's always sunny in Jeffland.
Yeah, Jeff's currently enjoying Sunday Club. No, Luckman's doing everything he can here. He's doing a brilliant drive.
He's driving the socks off that car. He's going to inherit the podium anyway, barring a big mistake. whether it's P2 or P3, I think he can hold his head up high. And, you know, I don't want to call it too early, but he's going to be a contender for me for driver at day.
This is what I was just going to ask you about, because I'm not being funny. There's 5 drivers that could get this.
I mean, there's guys that have made places up. Yeah, you can look at someone's made 150 places up, but I'm thinking more it's Luckman. You know, he's been here.
Heinz DNF. Heinz crashed out.
Steve. Is that a safety car, possibly?
Out of the open. They probably won't put a safety car out this late in the race, if I'm honest.
I hope I do, because that'd give Luckman win. But I'm impartial.
You're a commentator, Josh. Come on.
what I was... Oh, Ninja spun. So Luckman's P3 anyway.
Oh, Ninja. See, this is what I was going to say. Ninja was going to be my driver of the day for finishing P2.
Yeah.
But you've got an argument there for Wicken. You've got an argument for Carl, an argument for Luckman, an argument for T-Bag coming back from where he has.
Yeah.
You know, in tricky conditions where you've had to get your tyre strategy spot on, the time to pit for the wets, you know, you had to be right. 1 lap too late, and as you saw from Blue, he's gone from 1st to 6th.
But even on that basis, I think out of everyone, I think Luckman's been a driver that's just, well, he got lucky, you know what I mean? Like, he's looked into it, sort of thing. His name implies. He's just been there when he needed to be there.
I'm arguing more for Wicken, if I'm honest. That strategy to put the softs on when everyone else went mediums and hards. Yeah, he knew he had to push to get to the front, and he did it in perfect timing for the rain. That is a brilliant strategy call.
And he's finished far enough in front to get this win,
regardless of the penalty. As Luckman's now dropping out of that 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's on podium either way, so I think he might be taking it easy now and not pushing too hard.
Oh, DRS enabled.
Yeah, these inters are going to struggle for this.
That might help Osso. DRS enabled, that might help Osso now against Blue New Soul.
It's a few drivers that, well, yeah, just Osso really, isn't it? He's the only one really close enough to feel that benefit. So it's a welcome treat for him. Blue's pretty much spent his ERS and also saved up 80%, so he's in the hot seat now to take P6.
And that's it, he's got 1 lap left, so let's see what he can do with DRS here. Surely Osso's going to make this move now.
Yeah, he's got to. There's no excuse not to, and if you don't get it done into airpin, maybe into first corner.
As J-Dye, I was just about to say J-Dye's caught Reggie and J-Dye's hit the wall and DNF'd.
Surely that's got to be a safety car where he is.
They won't because of how late it is.
Yeah.
As Osso is DRS open now, he's making that move. He's got it done before the brake's on. Oh, Luckman picks up a 3-second penalty.
He's alright. T-Bag's got one as well.
He'll still finish 3rd, but that's unfortunate because he is on that border of that 3-second mark to Carl.
Yeah, he's done what he needs to do.
As Matthias has said, Wicken's going to bottle it in the last corner. Now,
let's ride on board with him and see if he does or not.
I mean, that's not really good support from a fellow ODD driver.
Well, let's stack all the odds against him. Let's call him for win as well while we're at it and put 2 sets of commentators' curses on him. And see if he can do it. It'll be godlike. It'll be biblical. It'll be
on board with Osso now as he's defending from Blue. Blue obviously will have DRS.
Bark's pitted for soft tyres, so I don't know if he's going for the fastest lap or not.
No, he won't get it. He won't get it if he just come out of the pit. This is the last lap, remember?
Yeah, ODD Wicked is coming through final few turns. Going on to the back straight. Not much stands between him and his first win.
Ninja's on the back of T-Bag as well, so Ninja looking to maybe take P4. Oh, he looks like he's lost a bit of time though. Sorry, yeah, it looks like he's lost a fair bit of time. He was under a second.
Blue could be going for a move on Osso again here. So the race isn't over yet.
Oh, Osso gets a bad exit out of that corner as well, Blues. No, is he past him before the DRS is open? I think he is. He is.
ODD Wicken comes across the line to take his first win. Congratulations to him.
Brilliant drive there from Wicken. Blue defending that line well there, also going for the switchback.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I think Wicken deserves driver at day this week. Definitely. He did what he needed to do.
And Blue, unfortunately for the Ozone, Blue's taken that position and kept it. Well done, Blue.
Still a good result for him though. There's a few people that have come away with good results. Teabag up in P4.
Yeah, Gameful after going to the back of the grid. You know, P8, it's... What a crazy race. What a crazy race. And as I say, you know, you've got arguments for Wicken getting driver of the day, Carl getting driver of the day, Luckman, Teabag. Ninja was unfortunate because for me, while he was in P2, he had it.
Yeah. He was definitely one of the main names in conversation, wasn't he? But
yeah, definitely.
To me, I think it's Wicken this week.
I have to say, that call, when everyone's pitting for mediums and hards, for Wicken to decide to go for softs, is a brave move. Like we said, Ozbark has taken the fastest lap.
Yeah, wily old dog. No, he did everything right. It was, like you said, it was really brave to make the decision he made, and it worked perfectly for him. Just as those softs were about to drop off, this rain came.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Were already wet conditions. Brilliant stuff.
As Wicken's commented, saying, "I'm too good. Let's not get ahead of yourself, mate. It's your first win."
Yeah, you're not getting driver at day now. You're a sort winner.
Remember, you are a reserve. Matthias, Wicken's too good. Yeah, we've just answered that.
Are you the same person?
Nicky saying P7 also, my lucky number. Oh, God. Give it the rest, love.
Just tacky now, isn't it? It's just tacky.
Blue saying go on Teabag. Yeah, good drive from both Alpine drivers there, 4th and 6th.
I think Luckman did really well to get on podium. You know, really well done to him. He'll be buzzing with that. He'll be buzzing. Carl Trim getting P2 in ends. ODD Wicken P1. Wow, what a classic.
Yeah, brilliant drive from them guys there. You know, the guys who were looking out of the running quite early on while it was dry. I'll just go to the bottom. Scroll down. Yeah, confirmation there, Bartmandu taking fastest lap on the last lap with a 34.4. It looks like he has taken that fastest lap away from Wicken as well.
Yeah. Will he get it though with him being P14? Is it top 10?
No, he won't get the point, but he'll stop anyone else taking it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get over it. he got more points anyway, so.
No, you know, another brilliant race, you know, following on from a great race last week.
Yeah, they never disappoint, these tier 3 guys. They know a thing or two about entertainment.
Definitely. And, you know, good clean racing as well.
Yeah.
A couple of safety cars and VSTs, but I think that was more down to people binning it on their own than actual incidents.
Yeah, just mistakes. Maybe getting a bit of wheel spin, tricky corners, sort of wrong camber corners, so it's easy enough to do. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I hope everyone else enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely enjoyed it myself. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. And tune in with us tomorrow at 8:30. We've got our F2 division.
Yep, we have. Cheers, guys.
Thank you all. That's goodbye from us.
See you later.